Thank you very much, Karima. And without further ado, I would like to invite our keynote speaker for this evening. Commissioner Violeta Bulc is the First Lady of Transport of the European Commission, and she's one of the main sponsors of this award. She's also not your typical politician. She's a fully fledged geek commissioner. She studied electrical engineering and IT in Ljubljana and San Francisco. She worked for many years as an entrepreneur and a business lady in the technology sector. And you'll notice the strong presence of influential women in the European politics tonight. Commissioner, I invite you to take the floor.
Thank you very much. It's really exciting to be here and to be part of this great idea that Karima started and invited us all in. And it took us exactly 0 seconds to say yes, for really obvious reasons. First of all, being a politician and not really being engaged in the emergence of new, it's a very dangerous thing. And especially for me, that I just ended up in politics by coincidence, and being an entrepreneur and startup myself in my previous life, I was looking for the way how to bring this exciting, turbulent energy into the policy making as well, into the ecosystem of European transport. And I'm really grateful, Karima, that you had stamina and energy to bring us all here now, and that we can start with this movement that I hope is really just the first important step. And it's not only exciting because two women decided to do that, because this is really a whole sort of wave of European Parliament and the Commission that is sticking together. And as I can see now, member states are on board as well. So we will really have an opportunity together with Wim, Karima, ministers, and the commissioners to support and to bring these fresh, exciting new views into European transport and mobility as a concept. Why is this important? Because there is so much right now happening out there. Transport is reshaping and reinventing itself. The fourth generation of technologies, the fourth industrial revolution, as we call it, is not only about technology. It's about understanding also social frameworks in a new way. Just think about the blockchains and the concept behind the blockchains, and if we use them right, this will really reshape the way how mobility is put together. If we just think about new digital opportunities that are coming through integrated ticketing and integrated logistics systems, this is a whole new ball game. And the whole new way how the stakeholders are interacting, the way how stakeholders are generating value, and how a broader communities and broader societies can be included in this overall mobility concept of the future. And let me just mention a couple of exciting things that are happening right now where I hope to see you being engaged tomorrow as well. We are creating a new concept of urban aviation space. The first time ever. We just published today the first set of implementing rules. And by 2019, we want to have operational urban aviation space where drones and flying cars are becoming a reality, and they are really contributing to a safer, cleaner, and of course, more efficient mobility, especially in urban areas. I want to see you being engaged in that. Just think about connected, cooperative, and autonomous driving, and everything that this brings to the concept of urban mobility and also the concept of mobility as a whole. And there is so much that we still have to agree on. So we need you on board because you have this sense of emergence of new at the edge of everything that we know. And we need this input to really think about future in a more bold way and not to look only back at the past when we create our regulatory frameworks, when we push for new standards. And we need innovation also in the concept of understanding what legislation is all about. We just tested it a little bit for drones when we moved away from technical legislation to more service-based regulation, because technology is changing so fast that we cannot catch up with it anymore. And if we want to be proactive and not an obstacle but a driver of change, then we need to have new concept on this level as well. So please come on board and not think only about technology, but also about business models, social models that come along. And that is an incredible innovation as well. So that's why this evening is so exciting. And not to only price and use the words, I know that every time with innovation, especially with startups and SMEs, it's important also how we contribute, especially in a sense of investments, to this community. And let me just share a couple of information with you. Even today already, European Commission gives about 80 million per year through Horizon 2020, which is earmarked for SMEs. And there are three important topics that I hope you will pick them up and get engaged with that are part of this investment. First, we contribute to feasibility studies. 100% actually. And we have two good examples that use this. For example, finalists, Best Me, and you can ask them. They will share information with you, how that helped them to really get their business idea clearer and how they use this money to create their own future. The other way how you can get support is through business projects. And here we are contributing up to 2.5 million euros. So 70% comes from European Commission if you have a good idea. But you need to put together 30%. And again, you have a good example of that among the finalists. Voltia used that and got 500,000 euros of contribution for their project. So talk to them, learn from them, what that meant for them in a sense of business scalability and business project kickoff. So I hope you will be encouraged and work with us and really help us to create the future of mobility. As I share completely the passion of Karima and hopefully all of you, and that this becomes a very important future gathering where we co-shape the future of mobility in Europe. And don't forget, currently mobility is providing 11 million jobs in the EU. Only in the last 3 years, we were able to invest 200 billion euros in European mobility. These are big figures. And we contribute to between 1.6 to up to 2.4% of GDP when investments are used right. So it is a great community, and it's good that we are expanding the family, that we're bringing this very interesting new impulse, fresh and very bold. And I'm really, really looking forward to our meeting next year when I will still be a commissioner and I will be able to see the progress and I'll be able to contribute hopefully a little bit more to this community that it can serve to the best possible way. Thank you.